The
So,
difference in the Swiss culture and the American culture, what's the greatest difference to you?
well, the culture, the difference in culture is it's a big difference. Like for instance, what you do here, it's not allowed in Switzerland. And what you do in Switzerland is not allowed here, probably. But like for instance, the culture, the life, the thing is almost the same because we are a democracy in Switzerland. Freedom is very important. We have a little stricter rules than they have here, but otherwise it's just about the same here. The only thing here, everything is so big. Like for instance, the houses in Switzerland, the land is so treasure. The land is so limited for building. We have now something like 5 million Swiss people, but there's 8 million living in Switzerland. So you see, every third person in Switzerland is a foreigner. And they like to live in Switzerland, peaceful. The thing is the same like Switzerland. And the voting, like for instance, the voting, we have voting quite often during the year. People just go in the plaza and the yes stay over there, the no stay over there, and they don't even have to count. They just can see the majority saying yes, to certain things. Everything is voted on in Switzerland. Should the policeman get a raise? Should the teacher get a raise? They're voting on it, and that kind of stuff. Should a highway go through here? The people vote on it. Just like Senator Proxmire of Wisconsin said once, while I was there was a big picnic. There were quite a few people there. They say, he said, we are the biggest democracy in America, but it's not the true democracy like Switzerland has, because everything is voted on in Switzerland. Let the people vote on and everything.
You mentioned singing to the cows and yodeling to the cows, and you indicated that there is more milk production when there's tranquility. At one time you told me that. There's more production everywhere where there's tranquility, isn't there?
That's right. If you have soothing yodeling voice, and the cows will relax, and they give sometimes 1 to 2 quarts or even a gallon more milk. And that's why this country start to use the same thing. They have radios in the milking barns. I know it's down in Ferndale, where they have 600 milking cows. They have radios and they have soothing music, not rock music, soothing music. And sometimes they put even a yodeling tape on. There's a few Swiss farmers that put yodeling tapes on, natural yodel, not high music, just yodel. And the cows relaxes and gives more milk. That's a common thing here. They found that out a long time ago.
How old were you, Hans, when you came to the United States?
I was 24 years old.
How old were you when you met your beautiful wife?
I was about 32.
And how many years have you been married now?
45 years.
That's wonderful. Tell us how you met her.
Oh, I met her in a Swiss club, and in Chicago. I met the Swiss club. I saw that lady coming in, but I noticed she was always sitting with people that spoke French, because Switzerland has 4 languages, So the Swiss club was open every Friday night to the Swiss people that came over here, gathering for young Swiss people to meet. And we play cards, we dance. There was a jukebox there. I noticed that lady there, and I was the bartender. Naturally, it's free, you donate your time. I served the drinks, and here I see that lady all the time sitting there but talking French. Till one day I found out that she was from Lucerne, and I kind of get interested in it and get to know her. And I also found out that she bought herself an Alfa Romeo sports car, and everybody says, you watch out for Hans. He's after the car. He's not after you. So anyway, the funny thing is that we get together, we date together, and we get married in Chicago, and we happen to be born the same day, the same month, same year, 11/28/28. That's our lucky number. Then I had a chance to marry my wife, and we found out that she's expecting a baby, and I said, well, let's go to California, get out of the city. I'm not going to raise any children in the big city. I was kind of lost in Chicago anyway, So here we came and bought a bakery here in Eureka, California, and we're very successful running the bakery. Did a lot of European baking goods. It was the end of the story, Still, we had it for 30 years, the bakery, and we retired, and we're happy ever since, But I'm still doing yodeling. Now and then, I've been invited to just for birthday parties and do a little yodeling, That's about it.
Hans is famous for his wonderful goodies at the Cherry Blossom Bakery. He's an icon in Humboldt County, everywhere in Humboldt County, for his beautiful yodeling that we strongly regret we cannot reproduce for you as it would vibrate through the Swiss Alps. Hans has been a solid member of his community in every way. He started in Switzerland, where opportunity to have a business depended largely upon whether or not your parents had a business that you might inherit. So he has been a real wonderful story of what America has to offer and the joy that he brought to us as an American. We want to thank our guest, Hans, for coming. Thank you, Hans. It's been delightful.
You're welcome.
Our theme music is Cynthia Brando. Without our great listening audience, we would not have the inspiration or the incentive that you have given us to provide this show. We sincerely thank our listeners